Wilson Morale, wait. Wilson Morale from Black Film TV. Mike, how's it going?
What's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, Wilson.
Good. So David is taking a new turn in season 3.
A little bit.
So what can we expect from him as as we're moving forward?
Utter confusion and regrouping, trying to figure out what this life is like as a man of the cloth and being a priest. I think that obviously the fear about being David actually becoming a priest was, sort of the mundane routine of being a priest. What would that affect? How that would affect him as an individual, but also how does that change the complexities and fun of the show? And I think the Kings did a great job of sort of writing themselves into a hole because they committed to this idea. Yes, he's going to be a priest and he's going to be in the church, but that doesn't mean the fun stops. So he's having a bit of fun, having his cake and eating it too. In the beginning of the 3rd season, having relations and exchanges and weird involvement with things that are not necessarily of this world. And then he's also been recruited by this entity thing that is sort of a part of the church, but we don't know exactly how high up the ranks it goes. So he feels good. He feels like he has a purpose. He's a double agent, and he's also having a bit of fun when no one else is around.
You seem a lot invested, obviously as an actor, and when you take on a role in which you have to play more than once, you have to get invested. How invested are you in playing David now, even though we're now in 3 seasons in, 20 plus episodes?
I think having a show that really avoids being on the nose, sort of getting ahead of it, because, the Kings are very good at surprising people and keeping people on their toes. And I think as an actor, we've had a good balance. He's not the only character that has a good storyline. And I think we've spent time with other characters. It allows to keep our storylines fresh, but also allows to keep the challenges as an actor fresh. We've been able to really get away from predictability, I feel like, on the show. And any real procedural element is sort of really in the background. It's background noise in terms of like, what's the case? I mean, I don't think people remember the cases that we are dealing with in terms of what's happening and where does it end and how do we connect it to the next case. They're really just involved in what our characters are going through. So here we are, 3rd season, and also having a much smaller, order count. This is a network television. We don't do 22 episodes a season. We started out with 13, the first 2, and then we're down to 10 for this 3rd season. And I'm not sure the format moving forward, but it's going to be somewhere in that same ballpark. And I think that's good because, 22 episodes of television is a tall order to keep people fresh and to keep the ideas fresh. And that's not what we're doing. We're definitely more leaning towards a cable, outlet.
But, you're one of the few shows that obviously shifted from CBS to now Paramount. And obviously it came around during the pandemic. How's the relationship been with the cast, knowing that there are times when you couldn't see each other because of the pandemic, but now you're back in the full swing of things?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's really fun because I don't think we really lose touch that much. I mean, the hiatus tends to fly by pretty quickly. We spend so much time together. By the time we get around to really missing each other, it's like, oh, it's almost time to start back up again. When you're in a television show, it's sort of like it's a pseudo family. You spend more time with them than you spend with your family. It's just the way it is. 10, 12, 14-hour days. Nobody spends that much time with their family unless you're working in a flower shop and everybody, or a restaurant or something like that. Something interesting where it's like mom and pop shop, everybody works together. Then maybe sure. So I feel like we get enough of each other, and also we don't spend that much time away because we also have press to do and things of that nature. So we're always constantly in contact and stuff like that. So it's we pick right up where we left off.
And before I let you go, have you had time to do anything else outside of the show?
Yeah, sure. Always looking to do other projects that will keep the palette, fresh, cleanse the palette, change it up a bit, go in a different direction. So yeah, I'm doing. I got a chance to do another nice little film, action film, on the hiatus last time. We'll see when that comes out with Gerard Butler, and did another. Well, I can't say what that is because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to talk about that. But anyway, Netflix thing. Got some other stuff that I'm supposed to do this hiatus. This film this film Charlie Walker that I did a long time ago that seems to be making its way around. So we'll see, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I'm always busy doing stuff. So it's just fun to have a hiatus and then do something different, coming back to another character that I love.
I've known you a long time. It's always good to see you working. Glad
to see you too, man.
Back. Keep doing your thing. I'm always here to support wherever you're at. Stay safe.
Thank you, man.